First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher, as a rookie last year. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. I got you.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get, and then the players and the coaches themselves, despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
On first down, it's McCoy. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, Happy. Happy, what you got? What you got, Happy? What you got, Happy? Give me some. Give me some. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, here's Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls
under pressure, and they got to him again. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. back to the air. Jackson following the pick six. That is incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, but it'll be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Adams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 38, Mike 38, go! 38. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Mike 38, Mike 38. Go. Go!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Well, here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter, but they're trying a 3rd time here on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Back, back, back. Delta. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
From the gun, Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You got tight right there.
To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, fellas.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. It's complete. James White. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. No, 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Jackson will throw again. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Right there. 54 Mike. We don't want nothing. Check 4. Hey, go. Out.
Again, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Zach Ertz, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And Jackson throwing once more, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Fletcher Cox with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going deep here for Edelman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now following the interception, here's Newton. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. He's going to air one out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this 1st half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
That's good for 21 yards on a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check Mike 21. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Newton on first down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Check. 3 and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Detroit. Robbie Anderson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson gets it off to Freeman. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Come on, QB, come on. Kill.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Set. 180. 59. Watch the screen.
They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Hey, check. Mike 21, check Mike 21. Stay with your man. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Stop your whining.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 1st down, McCoy. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
20. Check. Crunch.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. 10th carry now for McCoy. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Newton. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And this one complete to Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Newton throwing again. It's caught. Smith. Touchdown, Detroit. Vincent Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Ooh, the juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Goes underneath here to White. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. It's caught. This is White.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty simple.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Jackson on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson now. Gonna throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And he's going to go down again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now it's Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Check. Hey, switch gears.
Now Newton on 1st down. 20! And Anderson's got it. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one. On the final act of the 3rd quarter. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Newton. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson on 1st down. Bryant has it. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson will throw again. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw again is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. To try again after the sack. Jackson, complete to Bryant. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. That one complete to Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Process. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Newton to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Newton. Dorsett's got it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Gun.
From the 50, Newton. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing here, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check 31. Ball trot.
Throwing again. Newton. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd and goal, Newton. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together some? And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Joker, 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 Joker.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Jackson on 3rd and 1 from his end zone. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy.